Hi everyone, welcome back to 10th standard maths class. Today we are going to start our new chapter, that is second degree equation. Another name of this chapter is quadratic equation. Okay, quadratic equation. Before starting the chapter, we need to learn some basic concepts related to this. Okay, so first one is, what do you mean by an equation? What do you mean by an equation? Okay, equation means here we are dealing only with one variable equation. One variable equation. So equation means expression with variables and equal sign along with some numbers. Okay, I will show you. Consider an example 2x plus 3 equal to 0. Okay, as I told you, equation means expressions with variables along with equal sign. Okay, variables. So here x is a variable here, and along with that variable some numbers are there. Along with the x1 2 is there, then 1 plus 3 is there, and equal sign also here. Okay, so this is an example for an equation. Okay, and this is one variable equation because only one variable is here. Variable means any alphabet you can choose. Okay, so here only x is a variable, so this is a one variable equation. Now this is another example. Okay, 4x cube plus 3x square plus 2 equal to 0. Here also only one variable. X is a variable here. X is repeating but only one variable here. Okay, this is a one variable equation. And along with this x, 1 4 is there. X cube along with x cube 1 4 is there. Along with x square 1 3 is here. And plus 2, a constant number is also here. Okay, so this is equation. Example for equation. Now let's learn about these equations in detail, because here we are learning about the second degree equation. What do you mean by second degree equation? That you learn first. Okay, after that let's learn how to solve second degree equation. Now in this equation you can see some numbers along with this variable. Okay, some numbers along with this variable. That means x cube is the first one. X cube along with the x cube 1 4 is there. Along with x cube 4 is a number. Then along with the x square 1 3 is there. Okay, so these numbers, okay, numbers along with the variable is known as coefficients. Okay, coefficients. Okay, numbers along with variables is known as coefficients. Okay, so here coefficient of x cube. Okay, coefficient of x cube equal to 4, then coefficient of x square equal to 3. Okay, now next you can see some numbers in the upside of these variables. Okay, here 3 and here 2. Okay, these numbers are known as powers. Okay, powers or degree. Okay, so powers of x or degree, depending on this powers we will give the name to these equations. For example, here highest power is what? Highest power of x is 3 here. Okay, any other power highest one? No, highest power is 3. So this is a third degree equation. Depending on the power we will give name to the equation. So highest power is 3, so it is a third degree equation. Now here in this example, highest power is what? Only one x is here, and here no number means it is 1. You have to consider that as 1. So highest power is what here? Highest power is 1. So 1 means it is a first degree equation. Okay, it is a first degree equation. Now we are learning about what? Second degree equation. Second degree equation. So let's consider an example of second degree equation. 3x square plus 2x plus 4 equal to 0. Okay, so here highest power of x is what? 2. 2 is the highest degree or highest power. So this is a second degree equation. And coefficient of x square is what? Coefficient of x square is 3. And coefficient of x is 2. And this number without variable is known as constant. Okay, number without variable is known as constant number. And it is not compulsory for all the equations will have constant. Okay, for some equations maybe there will be a constant, for some it may not be there. Okay, so constant number, and after equal sign will be there, and after equal sign this is 0 is also not compulsory, it can be any other number. For example, if you are taking this plus 4 to this side, it will be what? Minus 4. That's also a equation. Okay, so this is the example for second degree equation. And coefficient means number along with the variable. Next is powers or degree. Here powers. Okay, these numbers are powers. Depending on the degree we will give name to the equation. So as it is highest power is 2, so it is a second degree equation. Here highest power is 3, so it is a third degree equation. Here highest power is 1, so it is a first degree equation. Now then constant number. Okay, number without variable is constant term, and equal sign is also there. And for second degree equation, after solving this, two solution will have. Okay, two solution. Second degree equation means two solution will have. That means for this value of x will be two numbers. Okay, two numbers will have for this x. And for this x cube, three solutions will have. Okay, for a third degree equation, three solution. First degree means only one answer will be there. Solution means that answer, the value of x. Okay, so next is how we can find the solution of this second degree equation. Okay, here we are dealing only with this second degree equation. Only second degree equation here we are going to consider. Okay, that's all about the second degree equation. First of all, you must learn about these terms. Okay, equations you will learn in the next section. Okay, so let's go to the problems. So first activity, first question, do these problems using algebra or otherwise. Okay, using algebra, that means we need to write as an equation, then you have to solve. First one is, when each side of a square was reduced by 2 meter, the area became 49 square meters. What was the length of a side of the original square? Okay, from the original square, 2 is reduced from each side. Okay, so let's solve this. Here in this question it is given that after reducing 2 meter from a square ground from each side. Okay, from each side of a square ground. Let's consider this square ground. From each side 2 meter is reducing. Okay, 2 meter is reducing from each side. Okay, after reducing this we will get what? One another square. Area of this square is what? 49. Area of this square is 49. Question is, what is the original side of the ground? Okay, original side we need to find. So first let's consider the side. Original side as what? X. Let's consider side as x. All the side will be x. Now what will be the equation? Original side x, and here it is given new area. That means after reducing that portion 2 meter from each side, after reducing this, area became what? 49. That means this is new area. Okay, this is new area, and new area means, that means new squares area. After reducing 2 meter, what will be the side here? Total x here, from this 2 is cutting, so here it will be x minus 2. Here also total x, from that 2 is cutting, so x minus 2 is a new side. Okay, new side is x minus 2. So its area means what? Equation to find area of square, it is x square. That means side square. Okay, side square. So here side is what? New side, it is x minus 2. X minus 2 the whole square will be, because side is x minus 2. X is the original side. After reducing 2 meter, side will be x minus 2. So side square equation, so x minus 2 the whole square, that is equal to 49. So we got equation as what? X minus 2 the whole square equal to 49. What we need to find here? We have to find the value of x. That means original side we need to find. So for that, first of all, let's take this square to next side. This square come to this side. So here the remaining will be x minus 2 equal to, square come to this side, it will be just reverse, that is root 49. Okay, now x minus 2 equal to root 49 is what? 7 sevens are 49. So answer will be 7 here. We need to find what? X. So keep x here. So x is equal to 7 here. Minus 2 come to this side, it will be plus 2. So 7 plus 2 equal to 9 centimeter. So 9 centimeter is the original side. Original side of the square is 9 centimeter. After reducing 2, it will be 7 centimeter. That's why we got the answer as 49. Okay, so this is the answer for the first question. Next is question number 2. A square ground has a 2-meter wide path all around it. The total area of the ground and the path is 1225 square meters. What is the area of the ground alone? First, let's draw the rough figure. This question, we have a square ground. Okay, first we have a square ground like this, and around this square ground there is a 2-meter wide path. Okay, to all the sides 2-meter wide path is there. 2-meter wide path means from here 2 meter, from here also 2 meter, from here 2 meter, from here also 2 meter. Okay, after joining this we will get another square like this. We will get. Okay, now here it is given that total area means area of ground and area of path. Okay, area of this ground and area of this path is total 1225. We need to find what is the area of ground alone. Only this portion we need to find. Okay, only this portion we need to find here. So for that, it is given that width of this path. Okay, width of this path is 2 meter. That means from here 2 meter, here also 2 meter. This is 2, this width also 2. Here 2, here also 2. Okay, so for that, first of all, let's consider side of the ground. Okay, side of the ground as what? X. Side of, here it is given that total area equal to 1225. Total area of ground and path. That means here they consider side of the ground and sides of the path also. Okay, that means in order to complete this area portion, we need what? In addition to this x, we already consider side of the ground as what? X. So this is x. From this x, 1 2 meter is here, 1 2 meter is here. So total 2 plus 2, 4 is adding into what? Side of the square. So side of the total portion, side of the total portion will be what? It is x plus 4 centimeter. It is x plus 4 centimeter. Okay, from here it is x to here to here. So 2 plus x plus 2, that is x plus 4 centimeter. And total area 1225 means x plus 4 whole square is given 1225. Why? It is a square portion. Okay, area of square is side square, side into side. Side we got as x plus 4. Total side, okay, not the square ground. Side of the ground we already took it as x centimeter. Okay, so here x plus 4 is the total side. Total squares one side. So x plus 4 the whole square equal to 1225. From this we have to find what? X. So same like the previous question. First keep x plus 4 here. Then take the square to this side. So 1225. So what is the root of 1225? 25 root is 5. Now next to 12. Less than 12 complete number is what? That means complete square number that we can find the root. It is 9. Okay, so root 9 is 3. So 35 centimeter. This is root of 1225, 35. That is x plus 4 equal to 35. We need to find what? X we need to find. So x will be equal to what? 35 plus 4 here. So come to this side, it will be minus 4. So answer will be 31 centimeter. So 31 centimeter is the side of the ground. Okay, side of the ground is 31. When we add 2 to these sides, it will be 35. Then 35 square is what? 1225. Okay. Next is question number 3. The square of a term in the arithmetic sequence 2, 5, 8, etc. is 2500. What is its position? In this question, one sequence is given, that is 2, 5, 8, etc. is the arithmetic sequence given. And one more thing is, square of a term of this arithmetic sequence is 2500. Here term we don't know. We want to find the position of that term. Okay, position of that term with the square of that term as 2500. So first of all, we need to find the term here. We know term we will denote by what? Term we will denote as xn. Okay, any term in the arithmetic sequence we will denote as xn. Xn we need to find here. Okay, let's consider this term as xn. What is the equation to find nth term or xn? It is dn plus f minus d. This is the equation. Lots of equations are there. An plus b we can use, or f plus n minus 1 into d also we can use. Okay, all are correct. Now let's consider dn plus f minus d. So here what is the common difference? D is common difference. Common difference here it is 3. 5 minus 2 is 3. So 3n plus f minus d. First term minus common difference. First term is what? 2 here. Minus common difference is 3. So 2 minus 3. So answer will be 3n. 2 minus 3 is minus 1. Minus into plus minus. So minus 1. So 3n minus 1 is the nth term. And it is given that this term's square is what? 2500. This term's square is 2500. We want to find the position. That means this n we need to find. Okay. Which term? Okay. Position of this term we need to find. That means n we need to find here. So in the next step, let's consider square equal to 2500. So we can write like this: 3n minus 1 whole square equal to 2500. Now same like the previous case. First keep 3n minus 1 here. Take the square to this side. That is root of 2500. What is root 2500? That is last 2 digit. So here it will be 0. Then 25. 25 root is what? 5 5s are 25. So 50 is the answer here. Now keep 3n here. Take this minus 1 to this side. So here it is 50. Minus 1 come to this side, it will be plus 1. So 50 plus 1, 51. Now we need to find n. So keep n here and equal to 51. Here into 3. Into 3 come to this side, it will be divided by 3. Now in 3 only 1 3. In 5 how many 3s? Only 1 3s are there. Balance is 2. So it will be 21. In 21 how many 3? 7 3s are there. 7 3s are 21. So n equal to 17. That means this is 17th term. Okay. This 2500 is the 17th term's square. We don't want to find the term here. Okay. Just position is enough. Okay. So 17th term's square is 2500. Okay. Next is question number 4. 2000 rupees was deposited in a scheme in which interest is compounded annually. After 2 years, the amount in the account was 2205 rupees. What is the rate of interest? Rate of interest you need to find. 8th standard you have learned about the interest. Okay, money math, that chapter. Okay, that equation we need to apply here. So let's see how. So here in this question, amount 2000. Okay, 2000 rupees is invested in a scheme which gives a particular interest rate annually. Okay, annually interest is calculating, compounded annually. Compound interest is given compounded annually. Okay, now after 2 years, in that account 2205 rupees was there. Okay, 2205 rupees after 2 years, and we can consider that amount as what? P. You know that notations in 8th standard you have learned this. So P is the principal amount. Number of year it is given that 2 years. Okay. Now amount after 2 years, compound interest and the amount. Compound interest means interest is calculated in each and every year, compounding annually. Okay. So amount after 2 years, this 2205 is interest and this amount including interest. So 2205 is the amount after 2 years. Now rate of interest we can denote as R percentage. Here we need to find what is the rate of interest. This R we need to find here, rate of interest. Now what is the equation? Compound interest, amount after 2 years, that also we have learned. Okay, so amount after n years, equation is P into 1 plus R by 100 whole raised to n. This is the equation. Amount after n years. Okay. So P into 1 plus R by 100 whole raised to n. Here P is the amount, R is the rate of interest, n is number of years. Okay. Here it is given that P into 1 plus R by 100 the whole raised to n. That answer, amount after 2 years, it is given that 2205. Okay. So by equating these two like this, okay, we can find the interest rate, that is R. Okay, answer is already given 2205. Now let's apply the values. What is P here? P is 2000. So 2000 into 1 plus R, we don't know, that we need to find. So R by 100 whole raised to n we have. N is what? 2 years. So whole raised to 2 equal to 2205. Okay. Now in the next step, let's take this 2000 to this side. Here we can't directly take this square to this side. Okay. If only this term is here, it is possible. We can take this square to this side. But here along with this number here into 2000 is here. Okay. First of all, we need to take this 2000. Then only it is possible to take this square to next side. So here the remaining number is 1 plus R by 100 whole square equal to 2205 by 2000. Okay. Now let's simplify this. Here 5 is a common number. By using 5 we can simplify this. So in 20 how many 5s? 4 5s are there. 2 0. Okay. So denominator will be 400. Now here in 22 how many 5s are there? 4 5s are there. Okay, so 4, 2 is balance, again 20. In 20 also how many 5s? 4 5s. Balance is 5. In 5 how many 5s? Only 1 5. So we got the answer as 441 by 400. Now we can take this square to this side because along with this bracket no other terms. So 1 plus R by 100 equal to 441 by 400 whole root. Okay, this square root will be common to both these numbers. So here answer will be what? 441. 441 root is what? It is 21. Okay, 21's root is 441 divided by 400. 400 root is 20. Okay, 20 square is 400. 21 square is 441. So we got 1 plus R by 100 equal to 21 by 20. Now by simplifying this we can find the value of R. So first let's simplify here. Okay, so here 1 into 100 100 100 plus R by 100. Like this we can write. Okay, simplified form. This is equal to 21 by 20. Now in the next step, let's take this 100 to this side. So here remaining will be 100 plus R equal to 21 by 20 divided by 100. Here come to this side, it will be into 100. Okay. Now 100 plus R equal to 0 and 0 we can cancel. So 21 into 10 answer will be 210. 210 by 2. Again this we can simplify like in 2 only 1 2. Now here in 2 only 1 2. In 1, no. So 0. In 10, 5. So 105. Now here we need to find r. So keep only r here. Then equal to 105 plus 100 come to this side. It will be minus 100. So 105 minus 100, that is 5. So r equal to 5%. So r equal to 5% is the interest rate here. Okay, this is the answer.